Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard, in a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer had been eyeing this type of screen for a while, ever since the first models appeared. Our reviewer initially held off, partly due to reports of issues with earlier versions and not having a powerful enough graphics card to do it justice. When this newer version came out, the interest was renewed, but the steep price was still a major hurdle. A timely sale and a recent PC upgrade finally convinced the user to make the purchase, a decision they are very glad they made. Upon unboxing, the first reaction was a mix of awe and a bit of buyer's remorse. Our reviewer notes that no video can truly capture the enormous scale of this monitor. It's something you have to see in person to believe. Any initial guilt quickly vanished once they started using it for gaming and work. The experience is described as simply incredible, with the user feeling like they were playing games on a personal IMAX screen. While some games don't fully support the ultra-wide aspect ratio, leading to some stretching, this can be largely corrected by adjusting the in-game field of view. Thankfully, the unit arrived in perfect condition with no dead pixels and up-to-date firmware. However, a serious issue emerged where the display would lose signal when launching games. The user nearly returned the product but found a fix from another user online. Setting no scaling in the NVIDIA control panel completely solved the problem. It's a crucial tip for anyone with a similar setup. Our reviewer stresses that a high-end graphics card is essential to truly leverage this monitor's capabilities. Even with a top-tier card, achieving the maximum refresh rate on ultra settings is a challenge, though performance is still fantastic. Overall, our reviewer is blown away, confirming that the immersive feel is as close to VR as you can get without a headset.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer initially shared their thoughts after about 2 weeks of using this ultra-wide gaming monitor as a replacement for a triple monitor setup. They acknowledged a slight decrease in overall screen real estate, but appreciated the immersive experience without bezels, the 4K resolution, and the high refresh rates. Setup was straightforward, though they ran into a minor issue when realizing they needed to update the firmware after attaching the back cover, which blocked access to the USB ports. A quick fix with some trim tools solved that problem, and a USB extension cable was then installed for future updates. Initially, the monitor worked well, although our reviewer did experience a complete screen blackout a few hours after updating the firmware, which was resolved with a simple restart. They performed a thorough pixel test using EIZO and confirmed that there were no dead pixels, which was reassuring. They also shared some insights into optimizing the monitor settings for various games. It seems adjusting the response time is crucial, and different games perform optimally at different refresh rates. They noted that Microsoft Flight Simulator seemed to run best at 60 Hz, while Dying Light 2 and Assassin's Creed Valhalla performed well at 240 Hz. However, after using this display for over a month, our reviewer found a new issue. About half the time when waking from sleep, the screen would flicker, requiring a full monitor restart. They're experimenting with different DisplayPort cables to see if that resolves the issue. Despite installing the monitor's drivers, it didn't seem to help with this problem. They also mentioned tweaking the brightness and contrast via the NVIDIA control panel and using a custom driver to improve frame rates in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Despite this new flickering issue, this client is still largely enjoying the monitor experience.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer wanted to share their experience with this ultra-wide gaming monitor. First off, 49 inches is absolutely massive. The extreme curve is fantastic, particularly if you've got a corner desk setup. The built-in KVM switch is a surprisingly useful bonus, making it easy to switch between a work machine and a gaming rig. In terms of productivity, this monitor basically acts like having two displays side by side. Splitting the screen can even help minimize some distortion effects that you might notice with text. While the distortion is less obvious at maximum resolution, it can still feel a bit strange when running in 4K. Keep in mind that very few graphics cards can handle 5K resolution while also powering a second monitor, and this display doesn't seem to support needing two cables. Plus, most docking stations struggle to deliver the full 240 Hz refresh rate. The parabolic text effect is mainly noticeable when working with text across the entire screen, but after a bit your brain adjusts and it becomes a non-issue. The QLED technology with local dimming also took some getting used to. It's not bad, but it's different from standard LED LCD monitors, making you wonder if something's off at first. Once it becomes the norm, though, it's a great feature. The ambient lighting on this monitor is subtle, practically invisible since it's hidden behind the screen. Also, be aware that there are no built-in speakers. There's a mic port that often shows up in Device Manager and tries to be used, so disabling it in sound settings might be needed. For gaming, the only possible improvement would be the deeper blacks of the OLED version. However, the price jump and the potential for burn-in during productivity tasks make it less appealing. The USB ports located behind a cover seem somewhat hard to reach but not impossible, and while I can't confirm their effectiveness, and who buys a monitor specifically for extra USB ports anyway, I have mine mounted on a desk arm. Why?
And that's it. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.